Hey guys, Chad with BAKO'S Custom Lawn, and just kind of doing a little repair on one of my little boy's toys. So something a little different than we normally do. So got this little toy for my little boy, one of the learning toys for hand-eye coordination, and he threw it and it broke. So this is supposed to be one of the heavier, dutier ones. It's made out of wood and everything, but and it's got a wooden hammer and everything like that. But basically he threw it and this whole thing broke apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue this back together. Now what I got is some epoxy. It just happens to be the Gorilla Glue epoxy. It's clear. Not a sponsored video. So I also got me some wood glue, but that's not for this project. I just want to make this super strong, so that's the reason we're going this route. And I will show you where it broke apart at, because we're going to have to get some glue in there. But this is 5-minute epoxy. Get this open. And I got a couple of little toothpicks and a paper plate. We're going to go ahead and mix that up on there. So basically we get this opened up. Pretty simple deal. We're going to go ahead and make sure we get this, I don't remember which side it is. Yeah, it's this side right here. And it's kind of a pain too, because like you have to really get all this stuff just right to get it all to fit together. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of set these parts here. As you can tell, whatever glue they used wasn't very good. So this here, I don't think will ever be coming apart ever again. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll take this off of here. I think you just break them off. Yep, just like that. Pretty much just like any other epoxy. This is kind of nice because you just squirt it out on your paper plate. Oh, it's got another little thing here. Let's see what we got going on here. It's a little thing to, oh, it's a little tool. That's kind of cool. Haven't actually seen that. So comes with a little tool this time. So anyway, get that little tool out of there. Just go ahead and start squeezing this stuff out together. It's kind of hard. This is probably way more than we need, but you know, once you've open this up, it's pretty well ruined. So we can get this out of the way. I'm going to throw it back in the container. So I guess we can use this to kind of mix the epoxy around. Once these two are combined, obviously it's pretty much go time. So just mix this stuff up really good. And this is actually clear, so any leftovers will pretty much be. We're just going to go ahead and fill this whole hole up here with epoxy. And this is probably, you know, overkill, but like I said, I don't want this to come apart anymore. This is just kind of silly that this came apart. So I'll go ahead and put some of that on there. And then we're also going to just set this aside for a second. Get some more in this hole here. Like so. And then I want to get some on the end of this dowel here, obviously, because we don't want that coming apart again. And then I'm going to go ahead, stick this in the hole here. And this is all kind of tricky, like I was telling you. You got to get it just so. And now it's not wanting to work because that little thing is sticking in the way. Okay, so I'll stick that in there. Okay, come on. So anyway, usually when you do a video, that's when stuff doesn't go right. So that's pretty normal. Get these pushed down out of the dang way. Okay, just like so. Make sure they're all lined up, and then we're going to put a little more epoxy on this other end of this dowel here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to hurry here. And then we're going to stick this in here, making sure that it's the right way. And like I said, it's kind of a tricky little deal to get all lined up just so. And then work it down in there. Got the epoxy in there. I don't want that epoxy to glue that either one of these sides down, so I'm gonna have to kind of keep screwing with those so they don't actually glue down on anything. I'm just gonna kind of spread this epoxy out on the edges. And I mean, it probably ain't gonna be pretty, but like I said, it's better. Maybe not that pretty, but it's definitely probably not going to ever come apart again. So, and I'm actually going to stick a little epoxy on this edge here too. This one didn't come apart, but the next time he throws it, it might. So I'm going to put a bunch of epoxy just on this one side here. So basically, and then maybe a little over here. But little boys, I'll tell you what, they get to throwing stuff or whatever like that, and you don't have this put together right, it's going to definitely. Yeah, I can already tell my little deal here is trying to glue down. So I think we're all good there. Some epoxy on this side. Yeah, and you don't think it's gonna go very fast. 5 minutes goes pretty quick. So I'll take and wipe some of this off of here. Maybe there. And on the edges. Like I said, this is kind of on the bottom, so it's not really that big a deal. So we'll set that over there out of the way. Put this in here. Then I'm going to flip this over and just kind of make sure that it, I'm going to change my gloves real quick, that I keep those things moving so they don't glue down. So those little plastic things on the end kind of they kind of rotate on that piece of wood there. So if you don't, oh, my epoxy's kind of screwing up there. Maybe I ought to leave it like this for now. All my epoxy kind of is dripping off of here, so let's keep it down here, I guess. And I can still move it around, so good there. I think maybe that's the way to do it. Just leave it like that. Just gotta make sure that, like I said, this little plastic deal don't glue down. Yeah, I don't think this toy's ever gonna break again, probably. pretty well centered. So I think we're in good shape here. Alright, that's going to be pretty much the end of this video, guys. Just some random fixing some kids' toys, you know, when it's cold out and we don't have any snow to plow. So anyway, guys, you like these kind of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.